In Sad Times News, submitted by Peter Smith, a young micro-influencer was found dead after her murderer posted pictures of her body on Instagram.
Oh my god.
What is a micro-influencer? Does that mean they're not that famous?
It means that they have a small number of followers, but like bigger than like a few hundred. Like, so she had about 6,000 followers.
Micro-influencer.
Yeah.
I didn't know that exists either, yeah.
That's
Well, I don't want to say nothing mean because they died.
It sucks.
Yeah, so this girl, her name was Bianca. She was 17 years old. And she had, like I said, about 6,000 followers on Instagram. And she was known as an e-girl, which apparently means like an emotional girl. Kind of like modern times emo chick, but like online.
I thought she was like a gamer Twitcher.
It's like a Tumblr girl?
A Tumblr girl, or like, I guess like a TikTok girl, they
E-girl,
also
okay.
describe it as. And so like she was really into like the emo stuff.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
Not thug life, huh?
yeah, so this is what she looked like. So the story surrounding her death, it has a lot of, like I've come across a lot of different information, so don't attack me. I'm just gonna tell you what I've read.
Oh, get ready for the attack.
I know.
It don't even matter. You can't even say that. They're just gonna do it.
Maybe I can't say it.
Even if you're
Hopefully-
breathing. Okay, nah.
Hopefully they'll think twice before
Don't
they
worry,
say
guys.
something.
I'll attack her for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so listen, this is what I've read.
I feel like we're like a private investigation like firm now.
We are. We always are.
We always are.
We
That's
are
why I get the
detectives.
hate. Because if I don't do my job right, I get the hate.
Where's the fingerprints, Tiff?
Okay, listen. So this is what I've come across. So what happened here is that she was coming home from a concert with this guy named Brandon, who's 21 years old. There are reports that they were dating. There are reports that he was just a family friend. There are reports that they met 2 months ago on Instagram.
So many rumors.
Wow. There's
You know what? It's not your fault, Tiff. It's these fucking idiots' fault. They got the wrong information and they're telling the journalists wrong shit.
So the cops said that they were in a romantic relationship.
Okay, the cops, I believe them.
Okay, but the sister, Bianca's sister, said that they weren't dating, that he was just a really close family friend.
I believe the sister.
So see, like, I don't know what the fuck to believe.
Oh, but then the sister could have been lying because then she's like, oh, he's overage, so I'm gonna lie to my family. But then the cops saw some shit and they're like, actually, they were fucking.
So then
So then you don't
another,
believe the sister? Or
so
what happened?
another report thing that's like a rumor that's happening is that he was an incel, an orbiter, which is like when a guy puts a girl up on a pedestal and like follows her and likes her shit and all this stuff in hopes of getting with her.
A stalker?
And that's another word that they're throwing around in this story. Is that he was a stalker.
Oh, I
and
didn't
that,
even really know her.
Yeah, but that's why the sister came in and was like, he was a really close family friend. So I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of shit going on here in the story. The point is that when they were coming back from that concert, they had gone into this really crazy argument, which led to him pulling out a knife and slicing her throat.
Oh!
Yeah.
What
Game
kind
of
of
Thrones is a bad influence.
what kind of concert was it?
I don't know.
Okay.
And
You're not doing your job.
I'm not. I'm sorry. And so
We need to hear what was going on.
You know what? It's because if it was a metal concert, I could see where they were
could blame the metal
influenced.
music.
Yeah, you could blame the metal.
Or was
But
it
then-
trip hop? What was it?
It's like
If it was a jazz concert, it's hard to believe.
she's
You
emo,
know what I mean?
so maybe it was screamcore.
maybe.
Oh.
But another thing that I read in this reporting is that she kissed someone, that she went to the concert with some other guy, and that she kissed this guy there, and that Brandon saw this, and that's what led to the argument. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've read. And so he ends up like stabbing her in the throat and like
Oh, he stabbed her in the throat?
Slit it.
stabbed her and like, well, I don't know. I don't know the details because I refuse to see the photo. Like
Yeah, that's why I stayed away from this story. I was like, oh.
I was so scared researching this story and coming across the photos.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Apparently, he posted a photo of her bloodied dead body on like inside his SUV and said something like he posted it on this other app called Discord.
Yeah.
And said like you find someone else to orbit, you fuckers, or something like that. And then so he was also posting on his Instagram story.
Damn, this fucker is twisted.
He posted on his Instagram story?
His own Instagram story, he posted.
He like doubled down. He wasn't just like, oh, oops, I'm murdered. He was like, yeah, I'm murdered. Look.
And then he's gonna go to jail.
Yeah, he posted like sorry Bianca, and like with her dead body.
Oh.
Teens are so emotional.
And then he also, so here's some more photos that she's had on her Instagram.
Poor girl.
Yeah, he posted.
There's a deer? She has a deer?
This is no, these are stickers. This is the guy, and this is what he posted on his Instagram saying, "Here comes hell, it's redemption." Right? He also posted this quote from Fight Club.
Damn, that's sad.
So all that shit.
Did he write the
What
first
a
rule
attention-seeking
of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight
He's
Club?
an attention-seeking little
Something
bitch.
like your life ends a minute at a time or something.
Is that Vin Diesel?
That's from.
No, that one's I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Different measurement, got it. Yeah.
So anyway, so
Where was this?
when
He's doing Fast and Furious quotes after a murder? What a fucking weirdo.
so this happened in New York and
In New York?
yes, in New York in Utica.
You're from New York.
Yeah.
Where's Utica? Is that upstate?
I don't know where Utica is actually.
Damn.
It seems like upstate. Though it sounds upstate.
Because when I think of upstate, I forget that that's New York.
Right. New York State's big.
So continuing on with the story, he posted these things on social media, which led the people that saw this call the cops.
Good.
And they were, and then he called the cops himself and was alleging to like he's gonna kill him, like he killed this girl and that he's gonna kill himself. So then when the cops arrived, that's when he immediately started stabbing his own neck.
Oh, shit.
I know, dude, this story's freaking crazy. He started stabbing his own neck, and then that's when he goes. So then the cop notices that there's like this green tarp and brown hair sticking out of it on the floor, on the side of the road. This is a dead end street too, by the way.
And it matches her hair.
And then, so then that's when he was like, what happened to the woman that is injured? And he was like, she's right there.
How did he say that after the stab wound?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was able to talk like, there's blood flying out or
I
anything.
don't know. I don't know, but I do know that after he was stabbing, after he hurt himself, he laid on top of Bianca's body and started taking selfies.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
He is so dramatic. What a fucking, oh my
They're
god.
emo kids.
He is so, he's living in a fucking movie, dude. He's doing this show for everybody. I hate people like this.
So there is a lot more to this.
I'm so fucking
Isn't he dead?
It's already a lot.
No.
And then he fucking got earthworms and started eating them, or like, fucking.
No. So like a lot more around this story. So then in that moment, well, another thing to point is that he did change his Instagram bio to that day that it happened to be his death date. So he was planning on dying.
Doing all this, yeah.
But luckily the cops were able, or I don't know luckily, but the cops were able to get him to the hospital and did life performing surgery. So he's surviving this.
Hell yeah, he needs to
Wow.
serve his fucking time. Fucking psycho.
So,
How the fuck do you heal multiple stab wounds to the neck?
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
Maybe it was with a Swiss Army knife and it's very small.
It's like a little tiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so the other yucky part of this story that I feel gross reporting, but this is what is being said online, is that Bianca, because she was like a e-girl, like she's been online for a long, like since she was really, really young, and so like they have, like people have pulled up things from her past usernames, and like how she would manipulate people and like
Oh, so they're saying she deserved it?
that's what people are saying. I know.
What
it's
the fuck? Horrible.
Well, no one really deserves to get murdered.
Yeah.
Of course not,
Yeah.
but there's
Yeah.
people that are online literally typing out like, this is hilarious. Like, they're fucking twisted.
Because they're like, oh, she got what she deserved.
People don't think that these are real people. They think it's characters in a show or some shit. And so when like the
Oh,
person
yeah.
they don't like dies, they're like, "Yay, the bad guy died."
I mean,
It's
the reality is skewed because even for the boy, like, I don't know what you guys see, but I see a guy that's constantly performing. He's performing this fucking act,
Yeah, he's
even
super
all the way to
dramatic.
jail. Yeah, like, he has to be so fucking, he's seeking for attention.
One conspiracy theory here is that, so her last posted photo,
Can I guess the conspiracy? Can I guess it?
Joe, you like to take my job. Let me do
Let
my
me
job.
guess it though.
Go.
Because the guess doesn't mean that it's real. You could tell me no.
Okay, fine. But this is the photo I was trying to show you.
Okay, so this is the conspiracy, okay? She planted it. She manipulated him to kill her so she could get the attention. Is that the conspiracy?
Yes.
Oh.
Good job. Good job.
I did it. That was so fun. That was so fun.
Okay, so the conspiracy that they're putting in the comments of this photo is that this photo is a character from this anime, that in that anime someone ends up slicing the throat of some other character because of like cheating or something like that. I don't know, but the whole thing here is that they're saying that she might have manipulated this dude to do this, which is yuck, but
Crazy.
yeah, that's
But I wouldn't
how
rule
far
it
people
out.
go.
Man, that should have been a detective.
What good is attention if you're
I mean,
not
you
there to
still
get the
can.
attention? I don't know what would she get out of that?
Or were there any conspiracies about the deer on her bed?
That's what I wanted to know.
Or the mushroom growing out of the wall?
Or the floating cat emoji.
Here's a photo of her with her younger sister and her mom.
Oh wow.
Where?
I know who's who.
Mom, sister.
They look like sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so young.
So they're reporting that this dude that killed her like met the mom and like they knew
They
each other's
planned it?
families.
Yeah.
No. They're reporting that they knew the family.
Oh, right, because the sister's saying that
Yeah.
they were friends.
Just because it's a family friend doesn't mean they're not a stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, most rapes and things happen from family
Yeah,
people
friends.
that,
especially
not random people. Yeah.
Women.
And murders too. Yeah, they suspect like the closest people to be your murderer.
For sure, it's scary. So aside from that disgusting narrative that she might have planned all this stuff and she deserved it.
Yeah, if anything, he's a psycho and was like, maybe she wants this because of whatever that story is.
But the other conversation here is like going off of the potential, like he was a stalker, and like there a lot of the conversation on Twitter here is that, you know, like you see, this is why women are scared, because this is the type of shit that can happen when you say no to a man. Like men don't, like they feel entitled, these type of men feel entitled to get some sort of something from the girl that they like so much. And
That is like
Yeah.
the stupidest way to form a conclusion. It's like you can't blanket the fact these things do happen, right? But that's the same thing as me saying, that's why I'm afraid of black people coming to my store, because black people always steal because I see them on the news and then they steal things.
I don't know. I think a lot of people have personal stories of times they've felt scared to say no to a guy. Like, it's not just hearing it on the news or some other place. It's like actually it happens where they start raising their voice or getting like aggravated at you for not doing something that they wanted you to do. And it's like, and it could be the nicest guy, the nice guy, the friend guy, and
I think it's always the nice guy.
Yeah, and
the
you've
friend
never
guy.
seen that side of them before, and you're like, holy fuck, and then you don't know what to do. And so you just like either let them have what they want, or you risk saying no and maybe like having yourself hurt.
I'm all for self-defense and self-awareness. So it's not the fact that you want to have your blinders on and be like, oh, this is, I want to treat everyone equally. But like in my other example, I'd be like, oh, well, you know, I live in a poor neighborhood and I have a store in a poor neighborhood. So maybe it's the fact that most of my customers here that are stealing are of this culture, but not everyone's like that, right? But you want to look for thieves, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You not that all guys are this way. You want to look for low self-esteem guys that will take no in a very scary
Women
way.
do the same shit too.
Exactly. So then you want to look for the bad person's trait versus all guys are scary.
Totally.
Or all black people are this way or whatever. You want to look for the thief. You want to look for the patterns. You want to look for the thing that is like, what is dangerous and criminal about this being?
Like, what do all these people have in common?
Yeah, like women or men or whatever.
Yeah.
What is the insecurity? So you could read that and you go, okay, this one's dangerous.
Cause I think it's kind of lazy thinking. I mean, not to blame anyone, but like when people are like, but all guys should just respect women. Well, yes, they should. But there's a lot of fucking creeps and criminals. Like no one should be robbing, no one should be stealing.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up girls too.
Yeah, you
I
gotta,
think
like,
I think what for me when this all came out was like a lot of guys didn't know that women were scared. Like they feel like they're the ones getting rejected all the time and women or whatever. But a lot of girls, or like, why do girls say I have a boyfriend, or they give you a fake number instead of just straight up saying no or whatever. And a lot of guys weren't aware that most women have been in a threatening situation where they were really scared of saying no.
And they take it personal.
Yeah.
So it's like in both ways, people have to understand each other instead of just making blanket statements of like, oh, all women are just fucked up because of whatever reason.
You're like, well, I'm not that kind of guy, so why would she give me a fake number? Well, she doesn't know if you're that kind of guy or not.
So it's like,
She
you
doesn't
might
know.
be coming off as a creep and you don't even know that you're doing that shit.
Yeah, or maybe she just had so many bad experiences that she's just like, I don't know about anybody.
That's true.
You know?
Or maybe don't wear corduroys to the club.
You know?
Yep.
And you'll get a number finally.
Yep.